Hello, today's topic is Mechanic Master Logicube Series, iF15 installation tutorial. The configuration include 280 AIO and ITX, 14cm ATX PSU. The maximum size supported by the GPU is 355/152/70mm. First, we remove side panels on both sides. Unscrew the anti-loss screw on the back to remove it. Remove the L-shaped shell at the top. Unscrew these two screws on both sides. After removing the L-shaped shell, unscrew these 4 screws. Then, you can remove the radiator bracket. Next, we need to remove the PSU bracket. The PSU bracket is located at the bottom of the PSU compartment. Remove the PSU bracket. iF15 support ITX motherboard and BKB-ITX motherboard. First, we demonstrate the ITX motherboard. Before installing the motherboard, first install the CPU, ROM, SSD, etc. on the motherboard. For ITX motherboard, it needs to be used with a 20 cm double reverse PCIe cable. Install the water cooler buckle into the backboard. Unscrew these 2 round head screws. This is the bracket for the PCIe cable. Fix the PCIe cable to the bracket. Thread the PCIe cable under the motherboard. Plug the PCIe cable into the motherboard first. Fix the PCIe cable bracket to the back of the motherboard. Under the motherboard compartment, support installation of a 12 cm thin fan. Or install a 2.5 SSD, fixed hole position as shown in the figure. iF15 also supports the latest BKB-ITX motherboard. Using BKB-ITX eliminates the need for PCIe cables. Fixed the motherboard. Fixed with round head screws. The bottom of the motherboard also supports a 12 cm thin fan, or a 2.5 SD, fixed hole position as shown in the figure. Both types of motherboards do not affect compatibility. If you choose the BKB-ITX, you can also install a PCIe network card. For example, 10G optical network card. Before installing the PICE card, unscrew these 2 screws first. Then break off this disposable dust strip. Due to height limitations, after installing the 10 gigabit network card, the fan can no longer be installed. Next, plug in the CPU power cable, 2 4-pin cable, and switch I/O cable. There are 3 methods for installing the PSU. First, install the PSU on the PSU bracket. Pay attention to the high side of the bracket. It's on the same side as the PSU fan. Plug in all power cables, including SATA cable and GPU cable. The power fan faces the outside of the case. Pay attention to the orientation of the bracket toward to the top. The fixed position of the bracket is shown in the figure. Connect the power extension cable and turn on the switch. If you install the PSU like we do, 2 2.5s SD can also be installed on the side of the PSU. PSU supports a TX and SFX, with ATX supporting up to 12 centimeters in length. A 3.5 HDD can be installed at the bottom of the case, or a 14/12 of a centimeter fan. Now demonstrate the second PSU installation method. This method supports the installation of a 3.5 HDD. The 3.5 HD needs to be installed before installing the PSU. Then install the PSU onto the bracket. The high side of the bracket is in the same direction as the power label face. Connect the power extension cable and turn it on. Put it in the power compartment and fix with countersink screws. Now demonstrate the third power installation method. Support the installation of 3 2.5 SSD. Fixed position as shown in the figure. Insert the power extension cord and turn on the switch. Please note that the installation positions for Plan 3 and Plan 2 are different. Tie the cables with cable ties. Put in the graphics card and fix it. The length of the GPU is affected by the thickness of the hard drive. The tail of the GPU can be continuously adjusted. The case comes with a graphics card holder. Install the radiator onto the radiator bracket. Note that the water pipe is on the flatter side of the bracket. The fixed position of the radiator is shown in the picture. iF15 supports 280 or 240 AIO. Reinstall the bracket for the radiator. Coat the silicon and tighten the CPU block. After sorting out the wire, turn it on and check it. Confirm that the hardware is installed normally. Reinstall the casing. Reinstall the side panels on both sides. If shoe is completed,